Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's David Francis here again, and I'd like to bring this video to you on YouTube. And I thank you guys for 100 subscribers. I thank you so much. I thank you for each and every one of you that have subscribed to the YouTube channel. God bless you. And our last previous video, which was a review video I did on Consumer Trader, as a supersede 1,000 views. I'm so much happy to have hit this milestone within a short period of time. And today I thought to bring this video is how to trade the fundamental news. How to trade fundamental news. Fundamental news. So I'll be showing how to trade the news events, because we have two ways to analyze the market: by technical and by fundamental. But most technical trader like myself, I like trading news. I like trading news events. So on this video, I'll be showing you guys how to trade the news event. So I'll be splitting this video into two parts. So this will be the practical part, and this will be the theoretical part. So I don't know. Okay, for the space of this video, so I'll be doing this first theoretical part first. So the first part is, you don't actually, number one, you don't actually have to trade the news. Y2 is risk management is key. And number three is don't be greedy. So this three, I'll be explaining this three parts. So number one is, you don't have to actually trade the news. So what this means is that not every news you need to trade. There are some news that you just have to stay in the sideline and watch, because at the same time you're risking your capital. So on some news, you're not risking your capital, is on the profit side. You're still on the profit side. You're not putting your money behind the risks. So you can just stay on the sideline and observe this news rather than you trading this news. So you can just stay on the sideline and watch, and it can be a good learning opportunity for you to learn how the market moves during the news, and you see how it behaves during each news. Maybe because you have different kind of news events. We have the NFP, we have the CPI, we have the GDP, we have this news, we have those okay, the GDP, yes, the GDP, and all these news. We have interest rates as well, interest rates, and all are the above. So most of these news, you can just stay on the sideline and then watch how this news is being traded, and you can preserve your capital. Okay. Point number two is risk management. If you want to trade news, you need to keep risk management on your mind at all time. Don't over leverage. Don't put all your balance in one trade. Otherwise, you're gonna get a margin call. And one thing about risk management during trading news, don't use tight stop losses. Most time when I trade news, I don't put stop loss. If I catch the news on this direction, there's no need for stop loss. I hit the news, it goes in my way, I close. So most people will tend to use stop loss. Don't use stop loss, tight stop losses when you're trading news. Okay? Use proper risk management and leave it open, because sometimes this market can fluctuate and just come down. Maybe you might get an entry here, and it might want to come down here a little before continue going up, and maybe your stop loss is within this range. Stop loss might get hit. So when you use proper risk management, you can even hold this little retracement or that little fluctuation, even if it's close to 30 or 40 pips, before it swinging you into profit. So be highly selective of the trade that you want, and always wait for an opportunity and use proper risk management to get in on this trade, so that you won't be liquidated, your account will be gone before the news eventually happen. So number three is, don't be greedy. So when you're trading news, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Because when you're greedy, it's going to affect you, because you might be in a profit and next thing you're going to see loss. Why is it that? Because doing news, news can buy massively, and within minutes you can tank again. So that's why you shouldn't be greedy doing the news. So when you place a buy or a sell and you are comfortable with what you're seeing, you are satisfied with the profit, then you can take your profit and close that trade, because either buy or sell, price could buy and within minutes price could sell, and within minutes buy back up. So you don't want to be in this situation, so don't be greedy. Whenever you're in the news, you have used a good risk management, you have used a reasonable lot size in accordance with your account, then when you see profit, you can close out of this trade that you have already opened. So another part of this theoretical part again is another part of this theoretical again is that you going to sites that give this fundamental news and updates, and you read about this news even before actually taking this trade. So there are a few. We have myfxbook.com. Number two, we have my forex factory.com, and three, we have investing.com. So what this site does is they break down the fundamental news that are coming up, be it NFP, be it CPI, be it the GDP, be it interest rates, whatever the case may be, all this news. You can go there and you can read about news. You can read about the results that came in the last time, what was the last result for each news. Then you can read about it. So most times before a news, they can say, okay, the previous, like, let me make an example. On Thursday, the 23rd of March, there was a news on GDP, which is the pound. So the news was interest rate decision. So the previous was 4%. Prior to the news, the previous was 4%, and they were saying, okay, if this new, because the news was 1 hour to the news, so on investing.com said if the news should come out, this new one should come out above 4%, that means it will be positive. It will be positive for the GDP, which is the GDP will be strong, which is in terms buy. But if the result of the interest rate should be lesser than 4.00, then it should be negative for the GDP, which is the GDP will be weak, which we then sell. So I read this on the site, and I was already informed about the figures that if this should come out below 4 points, then it means GDP will be weak. So if this should come out above 4 points, then GDP will be strong. So what I did is, when the news came out, it was 4.25, which means it was positive for GDP. So whatever cost pair that has GDP in it, let's say GPP USD or GPP GPY or GPP NZD will buy to this news that came out that very day by 1 p.m. This was, you can check back, this was Thursday 23 of March this year, 2023, and prices shot up. So you already knowing these figures, when it was released, you were alerted, you were notified, and then your technical analysis has been in place already, and you see that price has breaking maybe your support level or a zone that you have there, then you can simply buy with confidence. So this is the theoretical part of how to trade the news. So now I'll be going to the practical part of it. Okay guys, welcome to the practical aspect. So this, we'll be using this diagram as an example for this practical aspect. So for this practical aspect, we'll have two. It is broken down into two. So we have the automatic and we have the manual. So for traders that don't know what automatic is, these are pending orders, while the manual is you taking the trade yourself. So I use this more. I don't use this often. So I will explain why I use the manual more than the automatic. So automatic are pending orders. So what pending orders means? Pending orders are orders that you set on a particular price, and price will open those order when it gets there. Maybe you set a price at a particular price on your chart, let's say GPUSD, and you're saying, hey, my broker, open me at this price for buy or for sale when price gets to there. And when price gets to that level or at that price that you have set those pending order, either buy or sell, automatically that order will be opened. And even if you're not there, it's going to open that trade for you as long as you're setting those pending orders. And pending orders could be sell or buy. So most people use pending orders to trade fundamental news release whenever it's released. So let's use this as an example. And this is the M30 30 minutes time frame. So what does order mean is price is currently here, and you see that price have come to this place. It came down, came back up, and it came down. So now here is your resistance as 1.2250, and then your support level is 1.2200. So what you will do is you want to set pending order if you want to trade the automatic. So your pending orders, you can say okay, buy. You can open the pending order, multiple orders according to your account size and the lot size that you want to use. But let's use two as an example for this. So you can set buy at above your resistance, which means if price should break past your resistance and break past this price that you have set, then the broker should open your order. Let's say this is your resistance and this is your support. So you have set your buy at this price above your resistance, and then the support, you have set your support below that. If price should break below this support at 1.2200, and then it should open your order for you automatically. So when the news gets released and let's say it becomes bullish and it was buy and price massively do this, automatically it will open you your order into that market. And if price is above your price order, then you're in profit. And if you have to say take profit above, then price will hit those take profit and close you out of the trade automatically, which means you are profitable on the news. Same thing if price should tank from here and come all the way down, and you said take profit below, same thing, is going to close you in profit. But what most traders do is even as setting these orders, they still hold their phone or they are still on the desktop looking at the news. So when these orders get open, they will hold till when they are satisfied, and then they will close out of this trade. But don't get greedy. Don't get greedy whenever you're trading this, because in as much as price did this, can easily come back to 10. It's not that okay, price have opened your buy order and now we are shooting to the moon, and then you hold and hold and hold and hold. you hold to the moon. No. Same way price did this, it can easily come back and give you loss. So you don't want to be greedy with news. So when you set pending order, once they are activated, and or you set to take profit, or you are looking it to close by yourself manually, then when you see profits that you're satisfied with, you can close out. It doesn't mean you must take profit at the tip of where the market will reach low. That's being greedy. So let me clean this board and let me take you to the manual aspect of how to trade the fundamental news. So this is the manual. So how to take this trade manual, which is you taking this trade yourself. Same thing, you have set your resistance above and you have set your support below, and you've already entered where to take your trade, and you've set the lot size you want to use, be it 0.05 or 0.10. So you are now waiting for the news event to happen. So when this news event happens, in manual, how it is you will wait to see, okay, if your support, your resistance level, maybe you have a trend line, whatever the case may be. So you wait for those to be taken out, to break those zones or those levels for you to take your buys. If price should break above this resistance above here, then me saying this, then I will manually place my buys. Then as you continue going up, I'll continue placing more buys. So that was what the manual means. I see what's going on in the market. I see that you have taken a very vital zone or level in my chart. Then I take my buys, or same things for the sell. If I see that price was breaking this strong resistance level to the downside, then I will take my sells. Same thing. I might open multiple order and continue holding till I'm satisfied or I've seen something. Even if one thing about news, guys, you don't need to hold your news to 1 to 3, 1 to 5, 1 to 7 weeks to reward. Sometimes you can even do 1 to 1. Yes, you can do 1 to 1 and get out of the market. Okay, because this news can easily, because doing news, most times you don't have the time to set stop loss. So this news can easily reverse and take out all your accounts. So what I do most times during news, I have multiple accounts with my broker. So I'll move funds that I'm willing to lose on that news to a different account. I have an account for trading news, I have an account for normal. So whenever I want to trade a high impact news, I move money to this other broker account, and then I don't care if that account got, because I have to protect all my capital, because news sometimes can be crazy. You can be in a buy and within 1 minute you are out, like you're literally out, blown. So this is how to trade the manual, and I use this personally. I use the manual personally because I like to see what the market will be doing before taking my my buy or sell. And also you can say because of personal experience, because one time I used pending order, so I set a buy here. I had 3 buys or 4 there about, it was GBP USD, that was November last year, I still remember, and then I set sell, pending orders. So what happened is, price came down, opened these orders, played around there for like 1 minute, and the next thing I saw, price continue going back up. And by the time price could even get to where my buy order is, my account has blown already. I'm literally out of the market. Because of why? What happened? Price came down, triggered my sell orders, put me in the market, and then reversed back up and took me out. Before price would get to here, my account is already gone. And what price did that day was buy massively to the upside. So most times with pending order, you won't know where the market will be going to. So most people, because one time technical, the fundamental follow the technical. Fundamental follow technical. So most people, they will like, okay, rather than me have both buy and sell, they will do the technical analysis, do the fundamental, and say, okay, I open just buy orders, or I open only sell orders. But most of the times, majority, they open buy or sell. So wherever the price goes to open their order, and they'll be in profit on that trade. So this is how to trade the fundamental news release. This is how I trade it. I trade with the manual. I like trading news. I like volatile markets. So I see how the price is playing, then I get in on my buys or myself. So thank you for staying to the end of this video. I know it's been a lengthy video. I try to make my video a bit short, not to take much of your time, and give out all the explanation and all the content that you want. So please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for surpassing over 100 subscribers, and my last video did very well, over 1,000 views. So thank you guys. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.